Watch this 5-second clip and then we'll talk about this.
His approval ratings are skyrocketing. CNN had a story, I think, a day or two ago. He was at 90% approval rating.
Okay, imagine owning a business that's failing on every level. The employees laugh at you behind your back, customers are leaving in droves, your decisions are tanking the place, but every person around you keeps telling you how amazing you are, how great the business is doing, how much the employees love you. How could you fix anything? You couldn't. You'd think that every move you make is genius, even while the roof is collapsing and the lights are being turned off. Now replace the word business with country. And now you have Donald Trump's America. Trump isn't faking it. He actually thinks he's doing a great job. Because the only feedback he gets is from people like Mike Johnson telling me he has a 90% approval rating. He doesn't poll in the 90s with his own family. But this is what happens when you're surrounded by sycophants and yes men and people who are afraid to tell you the truth. Trump's world isn't just a bubble. It's a carefully curated reality show where every episode ends with someone telling him how incredible he is. He only hears from the people who praise him. He only trusts media that flatters him. And if someone dares say the emperor has no clothes, they're fired, they're smeared, or sued. And in 2025, it's worse. He brought back mass ICE deportations, right? The raids through executive order. And because he only hears praise, he thinks all Americans love it. He slapped new tariffs on imports again. Prices jumped, inflation spiked, but because no one around him would say, hey, maybe that's your fault, he blamed the Fed instead. He puts loyalists in charge of the DOJ and Homeland Security and still says everything's a witch hunt. He's always the victim because when no one challenges you, it's always someone else's fault. And quietly, Project 2025 is moving forward. They're staffing federal agencies with Trump loyalists. They're replacing career experts with hand-picked yes men. They're erasing the idea of checks and balances at one time, and he thinks it's all fucking brilliant. He thinks this is what the people want because that's the only thing anyone around him is allowed to say. This isn't just embarrassing, it's dangerous because when 90% of what you hear is praise and the other 2% gets people fired, you start believing your own lies. In his world, in his realm, reality doesn't stand a chance. And Trump has surrounded himself with nothing but that. Because when you cut yourself off from anything that challenges you, nothing is ever your fault. There's never a room for correction. And this is how authoritarianism works. It doesn't start with armies, it starts with ego, with silence, with a leader so deep in denial he can't tell the difference between obedience and reality. And a system so broken, no one will tell him otherwise. He's not leading, he's performing. And the longer we let him live in that fantasy, the more real it becomes for the rest of us. I'm breaking down topics like this more every week. If you found me from TikTok or Instagram or Substack, welcome. And if you're already here, hit subscribe because this isn't just about politics. It's the kind of delusion that burns down countries when no one else has the guts to say you're wrong. And those of us on the dark left, we're all done sitting around quietly.